Yeah, so I'm making this video for just everybody in general and the few subscribers I have for my pet channel, along with somebody I went to school with. She's going to be getting a bunny, and I thought I would make this video because it's kind of important to know what all bunnies need and whatnot, things you need to know. So first things first, I'm going to start off with getting your bunny fixed, because that is like super important. If you can't afford to get your bunny fixed, then do not get a bunny, because it will affect their health. They can get cancer very easily, especially females, without being fixed. And the females are very, both male and female will be pretty mean. Also, the males will spray, and the urine will smell, and they won't be able to be litter trained as easy. So you should get your rabbit fixed if you're interested in one. Get it fixed around 6 months old, I believe. I think that's when I got Rocky fixed, 6 or 7 months old. If you can, try and adopt from like Craigslist somebody that can't have their bunny anymore, they're allergic or something, or go to your local shelter, and they might have some, which would be really nice, because you're taking in a pet that needs a home and needs love too, so that would be cool. So I think I'm going to start off with food. So when they're babies, they need to have food all the time. Once they are older, they should only eat 1/4 cup of pellet in the morning, and then veggies at night. You do need to ease them into veggies slowly. Maybe I'll make a video on that, because it is important, because they will get diarrhea and get sick from eating too many veggies at one time. And you just equal out about, well, usually I give him 2 stalks of romaine and once in a while a carrot. Carrots are high in sugar for the most part, so don't give those all the time, just a once in a while treat. And then sometimes a cucumber piece. If you don't have veggies for a few days or something because you ran out and you can't go to the store, another 1/4 cup of pellets is fine. And then what else? Fresh water all the time. You can use a water bottle, which Rocky does not like because it doesn't give him enough water at one time and it irritates him. So you might want to try a bowl, or I don't know if you guys can see, I have one of those water dispensers for dogs and cats, and I have it on a little tile thing on top of a old litter box that I had that's purple, and the tile weighs down the litter box that's sitting there, and then I have that on top, or else hair gets in there pretty easy, and then he spills it and stuff, and I don't like it, so I put it up there so he doesn't, do that. And then hay, which I have hay in that Sterilite bin over there. Hay should be available all the time. I just cleaned his cage, so I haven't gotten to that yet. So there's food covered. You can use just a regular bowl, but I have this little hanging food bin, and yeah, and if you guys want to know how to make a really easy, cheap litter box, then check out my channel, and there's a video on that, which that white thing is a litter box, or not litter box, cheap hay rack. And then the litter boxes were super easy. You can just get little, here, sorry, I look really bad, but I really don't care. He just peed, but this is just I found it in like the glass Tupperware-ish kind of area, and it's like a dish cleaning bin thing, and it's pretty tall, so it works really good for him. And he has 3 of those, one up on top, one on the bottom, and then one right here. But he doesn't use all 3, he only uses this one, but I have those for emergencies, if he feels like he has to go when he's up there or whatever. Litter box training can take anywhere from no time, like literally the day I got him, when he was a baby, from a pet store, can't talk today, pet store. He was immediately litter trained, even though he didn't have a litter box, and he was with all of his siblings and just paper bedding. So yeah, sorry, he's trying to play with a toy right now. Yeah, so he was litter trained right away for some reason. I got lucky, and he wasn't even fixed or anything. So it can take anywhere between literally no time to months. You just have to be patient, and especially you need to have your bunny fixed if you want to litter train them. So that's kind of a must. And then cleaning, it depends on your cage, but the main things you're going to need is a bottle full of half white vinegar, half water. And then you're going to need paper towels. You can just get those really cheap. Bags, like big trash bags, because there's a lot to throw away between litter boxes and stuff. And then little dustpans. This is an old one, but that's what you need for cleaning for the most part. There's other things you might need, but that's just what I use. I just kind of use a dust broom pan thing with the broom part, and I just go over the whole entire bottom of the cage during shedding season or whenever he's shedding, and it picks up all the hair, so I don't have to take the whole thing apart every single week to you know, wash the sheets and stuff, because that's extremely annoying. So I just brush it off, and then it's back to being good. Alright, I guess I'll go on to like chew toys and treats. So here's his thing of treats. He has a lot of treats, but these are nibble rings, yogurt drops, and papaya things, and he likes all of these a lot. He might start freaking out because he heard me touching it. I had rats for a little bit, but my dad was allergic to them, and he couldn't have them in the house, so I had to get rid of them. And they really liked these Graduates Puffs, and I have two different kinds, and he likes these for a light snack. And I also give them to my hamster. Next, he just loves these things. They're these little puff things, I don't know, corn puffs, and he really likes them. There you go. Oh, you dropped it, little guy. These are similar to, these are Slims, the carrot for bunnies. He's very picky. He only likes a few toys, but lately he's kind of gotten better with it. You can also buy a bundle of Willow sticks, which he just loves, which I didn't put in yet because I wanted to show you guys. And then he also likes these seagrass twists. He likes them pretty well. He likes them. What else? The caging, pretty much, if you're going to have a small cage, you need to let them come out of the cage every single day for a minimum of 30 minutes, which I think, if your cage is really small, that's not enough. When you're in your room, I say let your bunny out until you leave your room, or you need to go do something or something. Just let them out. When you're doing your homework, let them run around. Just check on them once in a while, make sure they're not chewing on any cords. Block off parts of your room with like tables, like those fold-out tables and stuff, because that's kind of necessary so they don't chew on anything. So just watch them, let them play. For caging, there's a lot of options. You can get an X pen and put, you know, something underneath. Right now he has an area rug underneath with a sheet covering it. If you're going to have a new bunny that you don't know if it's litter trained or not, you need to put down something that is waterproof, because you don't want them to pee on your carpet unless your parents really don't care, which I think is kind of bad. Don't let them pee everywhere. Bedding is important too. Bedding should not be litter unless you don't want them to be litter trained. If you're getting them bedding, it needs to be blankets, sheets, etc. It cannot be litter, because then they will never be litter trained until you take that out. Let's see what else. For other cage things, you can get a extra large on up, any larger than that, dog crate, and let them have that for a cage, but you know, it's still kind of small. X pens are like $100. They're a little bit, I will admit, I thought they weren't going to be this flimsy, but they're kind of flimsy, and it's not what I thought it was going to be, but I still really like it, and it works out fine. You can have a hutch. Hutches are fine. Make sure there's a good bottom underneath, and just make sure that they can come out of the cage every single day, because playtime is essential for them along with you, because then you'll have a better bond, and it'll also make them friendlier, happier, and they'll be like always wanting to be with you and cuddle and stuff, and it'll be a nice bond between you two. I don't recommend giving them like a bed until later on, until after they're like litter trained and stuff, because you don't want them to pee in it. What else? Make sure you really research into your breed. And also another thing that's super duper duper important, ooh, this video is getting kind of long, super important, is brushing. Brushing is so important. If you guys don't know, brushing is super duper important. If they are not brushed during shedding seasons, they will get GI stasis, which means because they cannot throw up, so they get fur stuck in them and they can't pass it through one way or the other, and they get GI stasis, and then they will die within 24 hours without medical attention. And yeah, pretty much. And also, you got to keep in mind, it's going to be super expensive at first to get your bunny, because you need to buy food, the hay, the cage, the bunny, the brushes, the bins, the feeders, the water, the you know, toys and treats, the bedding, the things to clean the cage with. It's going to be really expensive. His cage, just the X-Pen and the hutch is over $300. It's about $360, $350. And that's not including the sheets and the bedding and everything else. I mean, there's probably about $450 into this, everything, maybe even more, maybe even $500. It's pretty expensive. You can build over time. That's what I did. I started from the bottom, now I'm here. And I'll show you guys the brushes that I use. Okay, so I start off with this little mitten thing, and then I have this weird little bristly thing, which you gotta be careful with because it can hurt them. And then I have this double-sided flea comb, this Furminator, which is like $50, but it works so good. And yeah, and then you also need to keep in mind that you need to trim their nails here and there too, check their teeth, which I will make a video on how to do a health checkup every once in a while. Also, remember that bunnies do not like to be held, they don't like to be picked up. That's why people are always like, my bunny scratches me, and freaks out. They scratch because they don't like being held. Remember that. Try and keep the cage on the ground so when you let them out, they can come out and come back in their cage when they want. Whenever I let him out of the cage, I leave the door open, so if he wants to come in and rest in his home, he can, and then he can come out, and you just need to give them options. So yeah, just try not to hold your bunny unless it is completely necessary. They don't like that. So if you are looking for a pet to hold up to and cuddle, this is not the pet for you. And don't go cheap. Don't be like, okay, well, I just need this one cage and then, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like, you need to really make sure you have the money and you have everything that's necessary plus more. If you have extra money, then that's good, because if you're a little bit like, if you're like, oh man, well, I can't get that right now, then you probably should not get one. It's necessary to get everything. You know, it shows that, you know, you really do want this and that you'll take good care of them and stuff. So just make sure everything is sorry, I have a Snapchat. So yeah, I don't know if I covered everything I wanted to, but if you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to comment down below. And yeah, just make sure to comment. And if you guys have any video requests, I can do those too. So please like, comment, subscribe, check out my channel for more videos, and comment if you guys have any comment, questions, or requests, and I'll see you guys later.